My sister stood in front of 30 relatives at my mother's 60th birthday party and asked the question she'd been saving for a decade. "Claire, when are you finally going to settle down?" She smiled. Her husband, my ex-fiancé, smiled beside her. The room laughed. I smiled back. Because in 6 hours I was going to post the truth, and that laugh would die in their throats. What would you do if you had proof your sister's perfect marriage was built on lies? If you knew the millionaire she flaunted was broke? If you had the receipts? I had everything. Screenshots, public records, timestamps. My phone was in my purse. The folder was ready. The post was scheduled. But before I tell you what happened when that timer hit 0, let me take you back 10 years. To the night I lost everything. Drop your time zone in the comments. It's 9 p.m. where I am. And hit subscribe, because you're going to want to see how this ends. 10 years ago, I was engaged to Marcus Klein. He was charming. An investor, he said. We met at a networking mixer. 6 months later, he proposed at the restaurant where we had our first date. I said yes. My younger sister Vanessa was thrilled. She was 3 years younger, always a little competitive, but I thought she was happy for me. She started joining us. Dinners, gym sessions, Sunday brunches. Marcus said it was sweet that we were getting close. I thought so too. 2 months before the wedding, I came home early from a work trip. I found them in my apartment. On my couch, Marcus looked at me and said, "It just happened, Claire." She understands me. Vanessa didn't say a word. She just stared. There was no guilt in her eyes, just something cold, satisfied. They married 4 months later. My venue, my florist, my date just pushed back 6 weeks. I wasn't invited, but my parents were. My aunts, my cousins. The photos showed up on Instagram. Vanessa in a dress nearly identical to the one I'd chosen. I moved 2 states away. I buried myself in work. Digital marketing, social media analytics. I learned to track data, archive everything, document every campaign. Old habits die hard. I still saved every text. Every email. Backed up twice. I told myself I'd moved on. Then, 3 weeks ago, Vanessa called. "Claire, I need a favor." Her voice was bright, casual, like we talked every week. "I'm launching a lifestyle brand. You're connected in marketing. I need introductions, influencers, agencies, you know." I stayed quiet. "We're family," she added. "You owe me one." I almost laughed. "I owe you?" "Oh, don't be bitter. It's been 10 years. People move on." I hung up. That night she posted a photo carousel on Instagram. Her hand with the ring, Marcus on a yacht, a sunset. The caption read, "Some women chase careers. I chose love." Still waiting for some people to figure that out. She tagged me. The family group chat exploded. Laugh reacts. Fire emojis. My mom sent a private text. "Just help her, honey. Keep the peace." My aunt commented publicly. "Claire, maybe if you'd spent less time at the office back then." I stared at my phone for an hour. Then I opened my laptop. I went into my cloud storage. The folder I swore I'd deleted 5 years ago. I hadn't deleted it. I opened the archive. 218 files. Messages, screenshots, emails, records I'd saved without even knowing why. And I started digging. At first, I told myself I'd let it go. I had a good life. A solid career, friends, a quiet apartment with a view. Why dredge up the past? But Vanessa didn't stop. 2 days later, she posted again. A meme. Spinster bingo. She tagged me in the comments. "Thinking of you, sis." It went viral in our extended family. Cousins shared it. Aunts laughed. My phone wouldn't stop buzzing. A friend from college messaged me. "Hey, are you okay?" I saw the post. I locked myself in the bathroom at work and stared at my reflection. My hands were shaking. I looked like the villain in my own story. Maybe they were right. Maybe I should just let it go. Keep my head down. Stay quiet. That's what I'd done for 10 years. And it had worked, right? That night I couldn't sleep. I opened the cloud folder again, the one I swore I wouldn't touch. And I found something I'd forgotten about. A conversation. between Vanessa and her college friend Jenna from 10 years ago. 3 months before Marcus and I broke up. I read the first message, then the second, then all 47. And everything changed. The messages were between Vanessa and Jenna, dated March through May, 10 years ago. I read them twice to make sure I wasn't imagining it. March 14th. Marcus is loaded. Claire's too busy with her promotion to notice. I give it 6 weeks. April 2nd. He's taking me to their gym tomorrow. Claire thinks I'm being supportive. LOL. April 23rd. He's so easy. She works late every night. I just listen. Men are simple. May 10th. 2 weeks before I walked in on them. It's done. He's mine. She'll be fine. She has her career. I sat there staring at the screen. This wasn't a love story. It wasn't even an affair. It was a plan. She hunted him, timed it, executed it while I was working 60-hour weeks to make partner. I took screenshots of every message. I checked the metadata. Timestamps intact. 47 messages. 8 weeks. All saved. I should have felt angry, but I didn't. I felt cold, calm, because the text messages were just the beginning. If Vanessa had lied about that, what else had she lied about? I kept digging. 4 days before my mom's birthday party, Vanessa posted a video. A decade of love, our journey. It was a montage. Photos of her and Marcus. Romantic music. A voiceover from Marcus about finding the one. Some of the photos looked familiar. Too familiar, because they were cropped versions of pictures I'd taken on trips Marcus and I went on. Before Vanessa. She'd photoshopped herself in. The video ended with an announcement. Can't wait to celebrate with family this weekend. Special toast planned. Thank you to everyone who brought us together. My mom called an hour later. Vanessa's planning something really beautiful for the party. A toast. She wants to thank you for introducing them. I closed my eyes. Mom, I know it's been hard, Claire, but she's extending an olive branch. Please, don't ruin my party. That phrase, don't ruin my party. Not I'm sorry. Not that's unfair. Just keep quiet. Keep the peace. Vanessa sent me a message that night. Can't wait to see you Saturday, sis. Wear something nice, lots of photos. And the toast is at 8:30. Be ready to smile. She added a heart emoji. I stared at it for a long time. Then I opened a new browser tab. And I started searching. I spent 6 hours on public records databases. LinkedIn, Secretary of State business registries, reverse image searches. By 2 a.m. I had it. Marcus's investment firm, MRK Investments LLC, was dissolved in June of 2016. 4 years into their marriage. The business was gone. I pulled up their Instagram. Every post from the last 3 years showed the same lifestyle. Yachts, luxury cars, rooftop dinners. I ran the images through reverse search. Stock photos, Shutterstock, iStock, barely cropped. Some still had watermarks if you zoomed in. The millionaire investor was a ghost. Then I found the probate records. Vanessa's grandfather passed in 2015. He left her a trust. $150,000. For education. Public records showed it was dispersed in full that same year. She'd burned through it. The wedding. The honeymoon. The first 2 years of keeping up appearances. Marcus wasn't funding her lifestyle. She was funding his. And now the money was gone. I saved every document. I made a folder. I labeled it clearly. I knew exactly what I was looking at. And I knew exactly what to do. I pulled up Vanessa's media kit. She'd made it public for brands. Lifestyle influencer, 340,000 followers. Luxury marriage content, rate $8,000 per post. Her entire income was built on a lie, brand deals, sponsored posts, speaking appearances at influencer summits. All of it depended on one story. The girl who chose love over career and won everything. I scrolled through her recent posts. Fewer brand tags, more recycled photos, captions reusing old lines. The deals were drying up. A follower had commented 2 weeks ago, "Is Marcus okay? Haven't seen him in any recent posts." Vanessa replied, "He's building empires. Too busy for Instagram. I sat back. She wasn't taunting me out of cruelty. She was panicking. I was the only person alive who knew the truth, who'd been there from the beginning. If I stayed silent, the story held. If I spoke, it collapsed. She needed me at that party, visible, smiling, complicit, proof that the narrative was real. But I wasn't going to give a speech. I was going to post, and the whole world was going to see. I wrote the post at 1 a.m, Friday, the night before the party. The title was simple: On Truth, Time, and Moving On. I didn't rant. I didn't rage. I wrote a timeline. First person, calm, clear. What happened 10 years ago? What I found 3 weeks ago? What the records showed? I embedded 6 images. The text messages. The business filing. The probate summary. The stock photo metadata. Side-by-side comparisons. I wrote 1,247 words. At the end, I added one line. I stayed silent for 10 years because I thought it was the right thing to do. I was wrong. Silence protects the wrong people. I read it 5 times. I checked every screenshot, every date, every claim. Then I scheduled it. Publish time, 9 p.m. Saturday. The party started at 7. Vanessa's toast was at 8:30. That gave her 90 minutes of victory. And then the truth. I turned off my phone. I took a shower. I picked out a blue dress. I drove to my mom's house with a smile on my face and a timer in my purse. The party was loud, warm. 50 people crammed into my parents' house. Mom hugged me at the door. Thank you for coming, honey. It means everything. I smiled. I hugged her back. Vanessa found me at 8:15. She looked perfect. Hair curled. Designer dress. Marcus beside her in a tailored suit. Claire, so glad you made it. She kissed my cheek. I didn't pull away. At 8:47, she stood up, tapped her glass. The room went quiet. I just want to say a few words, she began. This woman right here, my mom, taught me what love looks like. Sacrifice, patience, forgiveness. She looked at me. And I want to thank my sister, Claire. 10 years ago, she introduced me to Marcus. I know it didn't work out the way she planned. But I'm grateful. Because true love always finds a way. She raised her glass. To family. To forgiveness. To moving forward. The room applauded. I smiled. I raised my glass. I checked my watch. 8:58. At 9:01, the first phone buzzed. My cousin Tyler looked down. His face changed. Then my Aunt Linda's phone. Then 6 more. Vanessa was mid-laugh when Tyler turned his screen toward her. Her smile cracked. What is that? People were reading, scrolling, mouths opening. Marcus stood up. I'm leaving. Vanessa grabbed his arm. Marcus, wait. He pulled away. He walked out. My mom crossed the room. Phone in hand. She looked at me. Claire, is this real? I met her eyes. Every word. She read for another 30 seconds. Then she looked up. I'm so sorry. The room was silent except for whispers, gasps, phones lighting up everywhere. I stood. I kissed my mom on the cheek. Happy birthday, Mom. And I walked out. It was 9:17. By Sunday morning, the post had 12,000 likes, 4,000 shares. Vanessa's Instagram went dark within 48 hours. 3 of her brand partners sent public statements. Pausing partnership pending review. Marcus moved out of their apartment that week. No divorce filing. But separation confirmed on his LinkedIn. My mom called me Monday night. She cried. I didn't know, Claire. I should have asked. I should have protected you. I'm so sorry. My dad took me to lunch 2 days later. First real conversation we'd had in years. He said, I read it twice. You deserved better. From all of us. A week after the party, Vanessa sent me one text. I'm sorry. I was scared and stupid. I don't expect forgiveness. I read it. I didn't reply. I archived it. 6 months later, things are different. Vanessa works in PR now. A small local firm. No Instagram. No influencer summits. Quiet life. Marcus is still separated. He got a job in sales. I don't follow him. I'm dating someone. His name is Ben. He's a 7th grade teacher. He makes me laugh. There's no performance. No pressure, just ease. My parents and I have dinner once a month. We talk. Really talk. I set a boundary. I told my mom I'll come to holidays, but I won't pretend the past didn't happen. And I won't be anyone's prop. She nodded. She said, fair. I don't regret the post. It didn't erase the pain. It didn't give me closure. But it gave me my voice back. For 10 years, I stayed quiet because I thought silence was strength. I was wrong. Silence protects the wrong people. The post has 4,200 shares now. The top comment says, "This is how you reclaim your narrative." I don't check it much anymore. But I'm glad it's there. Because someone else might need to see it. Someone staying quiet. Someone thinking they're alone. They're not. So here's my question for you. Have you ever had to go public with a truth nobody wanted to hear? What boundary would you set if you could go back? Drop your story in the comments. I read everyone. And if this hit home, subscribe. I post stories like this every week. You're not alone. One last thing. This is a fictionalized dramatization for entertainment purposes, not legal or financial advice. But the lesson is real. Your story is yours to tell.